What is going on, guys? Today we are in the final of FIFA 23. I'm pretty sure now there isn't going to be anything. This week is pretty much now the last sort of event now before we get into EFC 24. It's going to be very weird calling it that and not FIFA, so I will say that more than likely I'll call it FIFA 24 for a long time until we get it right. But we are into the final squad in FIFA 23. We've obviously got a few SBCs that, as we've come to the final weeks, I just purely can't be bothered with them. We've obviously had some dynamic duos. We've got obviously a Ronaldo, Messi and Mbappe if we really wanted to. And obviously if we really wanted to, you could get them quite easily. But I just really don't see the point in this at the point when we have got literally 4 days until we get it. Pulisic and Musa are obviously in dynamic duos. We've got Eldor, again, is Serie B. That's the bit that I don't get. He is linking to nobody. But we've also got an Aspilicueta, and then also in terms of icons, we've got a Pele and Henry, and I think there was somebody else I missed. But we have got my team for the final one. I want to know yours down below. I do this kind of every year just to kind of finish off and show you what the club looks like in terms of what we've gone through. So let's go. Let's do a standard 4-4-2 with what I normally would. Obviously, in terms of goalkeepers, Alisson, Donnarumma, Oblak, even if we go further down into Courtois, but Van der Sar has always been number one in my eyes for this. 1,222 games from him. He has been an absolute gem for me, so he was always be my number one keeper this year. But Donnarumma most definitely is going to be the standout 99. Pretty much most of them at the end of the game are bound to be footies, purely for the fact that they are the highest rated. In terms of right back now, we have obviously got a few different people that we can use. Marcus Llorente, Klaus, Carvajal, Frimpong, even then going further down into Hakimi, Cafu. There has always been a good shout across the board. I think Dumfries is here in terms of the other side, but at the moment I've kind of been just using Llorente. I would say there is a potential that obviously in terms of centre-back, we do have a Cordoba that could go into right-back as well. Not a bad shout being 5'8". It would free up Llorente for maybe the midfield if we wanted to. But in terms of where I kind of finished, Llorente was that right-back for me. 6 foot with a 4-star, 5-star. Never gonna complain. We then also have in left back, it's always been one man for me. Roberto Carlos has always been that gem for the left back. Obviously Capdevila from many versions, again, has been incredible. We went through Alphonso Davies red, we've got Robertson, Nuno, even a Tio Hernandez who has definitely played his part in the game. Obviously then having Alfonso, Jordi Alba, Capdevila. I think Jordi Alba is probably the highest rated left back we've ever seen, to be honest, and that is crazy. I think this year they've really gone above and beyond for the ratings, which is always nice. In terms of centre-backs then, we've got two obvious ones. We've obviously got Lucio, who has took this game absolutely by storm, and then in terms of the second, again, we have got an abundance of options. You've got Van Dijk, you've got De Ligt, Arejo's always incredible, Militao, Gomez, Diaz, Varane, Alaba, Konate, even to a Kim Min-jae. There is so many options. Obviously, I always put Rice as more of a centre mid, same as Matthias. I wouldn't really play him in centre back unless it was for the specific 99 rated. But as he is new to the team, Varane has always been the shout for me, and I was ashamed that I couldn't get this version earlier on, but he is most definitely a shout in that centre back role. Centre mid, again, another great position that you've got. Obviously, KDB, Bellingham, Yaya Toure's taking that first spot 100%. And I think in terms of kind of other centre mids that we've got, Caicedo, Florenzi, Tchouameni, there's just endless amounts of talent that we've got, and very easy to get, which is the one thing I've liked in footies, is this year, even though it's not quite the same, obviously with previous footies, if you've never played FIFA before, predominantly we just got SBCs. Every day would get a new player, a new vote, and would get one a day basically for a month. I must admit this year, I've really enjoyed having so many options that I do think it's definitely something they need to continue. Having the multiple teams where eventually you could get them all, I'm more than happy for that. That was a great little plan from them, if they ever meant it. If I'm going for the other side, it's got to be Zidane. I don't know why he's not a centre mid. I think I'd like to tell you about skycoach.gg. They offer many features within the FIFA franchise, from FIFA coins to FIFA Weekend League boosts. From trusted sellers, pro players, and are the best prices on the market currently. They have fast delivery, high quality services, lots of games, and also a cashback program. The more coins you buy, the more eligible you are for cashback options. So if you want to buy FIFA coins at the best price, click the link in the description of this video. It will be active promo code for 10% discount from my subscribers. All you have to use is the code JT11 at the checkout to receive this bonus. On to the video. He was my, well, I'll have a look in a minute, but I'm pretty sure he was my other centre mid. It may be Milinkovic-Savic, to be honest, just holding out that big midfield, but Zidane's got to be the other shout at 99. Obviously, in right mid, you already saw it. It's got to be 99 Pele. We do have a Diaby, who's a bit more of a cheaper 99, but Pele's the one. Govu was incredible. Salah's given me some good games this year. Even Sancho, really enjoyed Sancho when he came out. And then just the kind of cheaper subs. Cheeky little Beckham, Sterling, who we haven't managed to replace yet, but Pele's Pele. It's 99 rated and absolutely incredible. On the left-hand side, there's obviously only one shout for my personal preference there. It's got to be Ronaldinho. 98 rated, absolutely perfection at its finest. Love the SBC. The first one I did had to be done. Striker-wise, we still haven't managed to get ourselves a 99 anybody of Messi, Ronaldo, or Mbappe, but we do have a Garrincha, we have Rashford, we obviously have the Haaland, who is incredible. We have managed to get the 98 Messi, which I suppose is a little bit of extra, and we, again, 2 years now, we haven't packed a single R9, which I think I went on a streak of about 4 years packing R9 every year. This year, it's just not going to be the one again. I'm really surprised that we haven't managed to get at least one version of him, but hopefully next year is going to be different, especially with the one kind of striker policy. It could be very, very interesting. But in terms of my 4-4-2, I feel like that would be where I'd kind of like level up. If I was going to do any of the SBCs, Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, to be honest, probably all of them would get in maybe. I'd probably change. Mbappe's got to be over Garrincha. I could argue Ronaldo over, obviously, Haaland. Then maybe Messi over Ronaldinho, but I think personal preference would always go Ronaldinho there. Players that we obviously haven't used or haven't got yet. Matthias, we have got, so we could change that one, to be fair. And then, obviously, Henry, we just haven't bothered grinding the game. He's easily doable, but he's just not bothered. Obviously, Lewandowski, Leao, Benzema, all 99s along Rice, Diaby, and Kunku. Then we go into the 98s, which, again, we have an absolute abundance, from a beautiful Vinny to Dybala to Alba to Jay, Abide Pele, another great shout with Goretzka. Then into the 97s. One that I am surprised in, which I really wanted to get, was a KDB. I thought he would be one that I could have got, but by the time it came to the level ups being repeatable, at that point the game was done for me. Ginola is always another shout, to be fair. He could possibly go over Garrincha if I was feeling it, because Ginola, as we know, is already so good. And I want to say he might have actually changed, because I'm pretty sure, again, I did change him to a striker, but I've packed him a couple of times now, so more than likely I may not have put in the one that was actually mine. Then we've obviously got some more footies, from Mount to a lot of the good footies, into then the Osimhens, the Pogbas. Again, endless amounts of players. Like we're still at 96 here, which is why I do think the footies has been absolutely wonderful. There is the amount of players that you can get: a Neymar at 96, Kvaratskhelia, Rudiger, Kessie, Felix. I do think maybe last year was just the same and we don't remember it, or all the players don't come to memory, but I think with this footies, it's not only about the star players this year, but even Fred's getting a footies card. We're getting Kolo Muani, we're getting Shaqiri with a footies card. There's so many players that managed to get something. I'm just really happy that they've managed to really pump out some absolutely massive endgame cards. That is a weird... What was that? Oh, is that the view, the different views? That is so strange. I don't like that. It makes going down the players quicker, but that is weird. But in terms of footies, how many heroes did we end up getting? Because I'm pretty sure we only needed about 4 or 5 more heroes, and that was like all of the 99s. We've got 2 pages, give or take, of heroes. We then also have, we've got 1, 2, 3, 2 and a bit pages of the normals, and then also the premium footies. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, so 3.5, so say we say 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 pages of footies, and we only need 5 more, and then obviously any objectives or any SBCs I didn't finish in time. So realistically, you're looking at probably a solid, what, you can get 10 per page, a solid about 95 footies in the entirety of a month or 2 out. I'm absolutely ecstatic with this game. I think it's done well, keeping it all the way until, what, the final 2 weeks has been a little bit dead. I'm absolutely happy with that from a content creator's point of view, and also something to be able to do. At the minimum, you could still go in and do upgrades if you really wanted to, but I would say it's only worth now doing the objectives and getting the packs for the next game. But we've got the web app on, I believe, Wednesday, game Thursday or Friday. Let's get into it. Let me know your final teams, and what is your rating for this FIFA? Out of 10, how much have you enjoyed FIFA 23? Apart from that, I'll catch you all for EFC 24. Peace.